Okay, here we are. This is a 308 Fusion, 25 yards. Throwing this outside, still fresh. You see how it lifted up the block? The sunlight, I'm barely able to see what's on the camera lens. So, I can't see how well it's actually going to turn out. We'll do it when we get back to the shop, but there it is as we're looking at it now. Fresh shot. Barely penetrated the 16-inch block. Okay, definitely we did the other Fusion test with the 223s. They weren't very impressive. They were decent, but not real impressive for the 223. But this one, in the 308, was definitely a better round. Okay, so penetration depth, got 18 inches. 17 3/4 to 7/8, not quite 18-inch penetration. Okay, and we've got, there's the entry. There's a side shot. Bullet expanded nicely. Okay, the width of this, oh, we're looking, it's pretty close, 2 inches. 2 inches at wound channel top to bottom. That's pretty nice. That definitely ought to put your deer down with no problem. Definitely more promising than the 223 Fusion, for sure. Okay, get the bullet weight and everything, get back to the shop, and I'm going to do another test, get a 9mm test in today. Fusion 308 Win 150 grain. Some specs. You want to read that? That's what they say, the science of their Fusion bullet. Okay. Out of the box, they come in the belt clips. Okay, here's the one we fired. Okay. So, this is what we have. 1-inch squares. 1-inch squares. Okay. That opened up, started expanding. Let's see, at about 1.5 inches is when it started. It was fully expanded at about 2 inches. 1 3/4, it was open pretty good. and actually that might be about 1 1/8 1 1/4 it started expanding. Now that I'm looking a little better here, yeah, I'm gonna say about 1 1/8 it started to expand, and by 1 inch and about 3/4 it was really opened up. 2 inches looks like it was about fully open there. And that track, now the majority of it, I'm gonna say we're gonna come down here to starts dying down at about 9, still a little bit here at the 10 going. That's the track, not the length. Total length. That's between the 2 inch, and then the wider part comes down to about 11. It starts dying down. Get back here, it really dies down, almost disappears in the block at about 13 3/4. And then that bullet come back into the second block and stopped 17 3/4. Now this test, you'll see the other videos that did the 223 fusion wasn't that impressive. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't nothing like this 308. And then we have the complete opposite reaction or outcome with the Fiocchi, however you say it, that we did the 223, which was absolutely devastating in the 223, and then so we tried it in the 308, and the 308 wasn't as impressive as the 223. And this fusion is backwards. This one is 223 wasn't as impressive as the 308. So that's what we have. We'll cut that bullet out and get a weight retention. That was 150 grain, so we'll weigh it, see what comes in it. This is that left side. You can actually see a little more detail in there. It's a little closer to the left side than it was at the top. If that doesn't put your deer down, I'd say you have problems. It's a pretty nice round. Okay, here's what we got. Mushroom beautifully. There is some gel wrapped up in them petals. Okay, so the weight's not going to be 100% on, and you can see we're even with the gel wrapped up in there, it's still coming in a little less than the 150. It's coming in 148.4, but that's damn near 100% weight retention. And even minus the weight of the gel, which doesn't weigh that much, it's not going to make a big drop. If we melted it out of there, it wouldn't make a big drop in that number. Probably just a couple grains. So 148.3, that's what we're coming in at. 1 inch square. Okay, so that's 3/4 of an inch. Okay, yep, actually it's real close to 7/8 at the widest point. Beautiful. Thanks for watching.